Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. How are we all doing? I'm hoping we're okay. Okay is good, we take okay, don't we? Yeah, so, as you can probably tell by the title of this stream, the description of this stream, and the general sort of feel of the stream and the description below, this isn't going to be a Leeds United stream, as most of them normally are, no. This one is me being quite miffed at something. Hannah? No, it is not the music that is making me mad, but it could be. I might just keep playing it to make more people mad. Is the stream quality okay, by the way? Because it's showing as probably horrifically bad, and that is not exactly what I want. But yeah, the thing that's got on my tits recently that I'm not the happiest with is nothing to do with football. It's the fact that last night I was planning on doing a little bit of a evening stream, hopping on with some friends, all that sort of stuff, and we got burgled. Which was fun. We got attempted burgled, to be more specific, because these were the most incompetent people you will have ever come up against. Specific details of this being last night I was getting ready to do something, maybe live, maybe record something for this morning, so I am trying to get more into the habit of doing sort of like more video-y uploads and stuff like that. And then out of nowhere, we get a fun little knock on the door, and we're like, oh, cool, wonder who that is. That's a very weird time for someone to be knocking on the door. It's like 9:20. Go downstairs, and there's the kid from next door, and he looks quite sad. And there's a policeman with him. I'm like, okay, this is a weird situation. This is a situation I've not been in before, but okay, we'll see where this is going. Basically, our garage is detached from our house. And both our garage and the one next to us had been broken into, which was nice, keeping in mind that like 10 days ago, our garage had been broken into prior to steal my bike. So things are going incredibly well recently. So we run out there like, shit, that's not good. There's quite a lot of stuff in our garage. And discover that there is A, a missing toolbox, and B, a missing rabbit. Now, those of you that know me from me as a person and various other streams and stuff will know that we had 2 pet rabbits, and then like 2 weeks ago, we lost one of said rabbits to illness, which was really, really good. So when we go out there and see that we don't have a rabbit, that was, oh fuck, not good. Because it wasn't even just like, oh, the rabbit's gotten out. It was the entire hutch area was like a bomb site. It was weird how much they seem to have lost a fight with a rabbit. That's genuinely mind-boggling. But they did lose a fight with a rabbit, and yeah, she wasn't there, along with big orange toolbox. Everything else was there and was fine because we didn't really have much else of value in there. But it happens. So we go out, we look quite desperately, and we come back in and are like, what do we do now? Because what do you do when that happens? And it sort of landed in a situation in which I've just realized that comment's still up. Sorry about that. And then you sort of end up in a situation where you're like, I don't know what to do. So police person comes back around with, it might have been their sergeant or something like that. What happened immediately after this was we start giving a statement, and then just a little bit more context. There are 2 police folks. There's young bloke, can't remember his name. We'll call him Alex. And then there is older policewoman who is, I'd describe her as sturdy. She seems like the kind of person that would be like immovable if there's a problem. Nice and friendly, but a functional person. So we're giving our statement to this sturdy lady, and head back outside. The guy does, the policeman checks out what's going on in the surrounding areas, is anything left around, and then he suddenly runs back in, eyes wide, being like, guys, very quietly, come with me. So we follow him outside, out the back. And 1 second. I don't know if me, but camera keeps booting a bit. What do you mean booting? I don't know. I'll work something out. I'll try and fix various connection-y things. Sorry about that. Shadowy. Check Task Manager, see if that's going to be a problem here. Bloody hell. Right, okay, that should fix it. But yeah, this guy is going back outside. If it fixes it, that'd be really, really nice, because for some reason something was downloading using up all of my internet speed, so that should have solved that problem. But we are ushered outside with old man. Not old man, young man. What did we call him again? Alex, maybe? Yeah, when Alex and Susan. Right there, in a pile of just detritus and rubbish and stuff and wood and nails, is Nora. Nora the rabbit. Nora the absolute queen, who, judging by everything that has been seen, managed to, not even kidding, fight off burglars, which is genuinely a surprise to me, because that's how did she do that? I don't understand. That's absolutely wild. But managed to break free and was just hanging out on this pile of stuff around a couple of corners, and it was like, how have you quite done this? So Nora is fine. From this point, it becomes, where do we keep her? Because of course we don't have a hutch in the house, because she lives outside in a nice, like, insulated bit of garage. So she ended up on an old duvet in the bath overnight, which I felt really bad about, but it was the only thing that we could have done. She's now back out there because, given the way that Blackpool works, whilst they were going to send someone out to be like, okay, so we're going to do like crime scene-y stuff, we're going to do forensic-y stuff, they didn't, because all the forensic units were in South Shore of Blackpool dealing with a stabbing. Good work, Blackpool. Well done. So from that point, we were like, Nora's okay, cool. Went back in to continue giving said statement. At this point, I'm just covered in fluff, because when rabbits get stressed, they start shedding and lose a bunch of hay. And obviously, that is a stressful moment for her, especially considering that she had also lost her sister very, very recently. For a little bit of context, this was how she looked afterwards. She's not a small rabbit. She's colossal, and that is why I believe she won that fight. But she looked a bit spooked throughout the evening, but there we go. Yeah, we're like, okay, got the rabbit back. Let's continue giving our statement. And we're talking to the woman about, like, okay, so what breed was the rabbit? What tools were in the toolbox? All that sort of stuff. Big orange and black toolbox had a bunch of stuff that we got from Kayla's dad when we moved in. And guy comes back in about 5 minutes later, because he's continued doing his thing. He was like, you won't believe this. Next door's bikes come back. And they just... Our theory is they started like stashing things around various corners to come back to later and hope that no one found them. And we're like, okay, that's cool. Continue giving our statement. And then finally, he comes back another 10 minutes later and is like, so guys, we found the toolbox. And at this point, we are 90% of the way through talking about, like, what's happened, what's in the toolbox, all of its value and stuff like that. And Susan nearly goes ballistic, because we don't know what's in this toolbox. We know that there's a bunch of tools. We know roughly there's a drill, a couple of saws, all that sort of stuff. But good old Susan has had to ask us about the value of various things. And the fact that it now went down as an attempted burglary rather than a burglary means that we don't need to give a statement, because they've not got the resources to chase it up. So that was fun. So she was really mad because we spent a significant amount of time being like, right, okay, this is how much all the tools are worth, all that sort of stuff. These are our contact details, etc., etc., etc. And then it turned into a case of, oh, it turns out didn't quite need all of that information. So she wasn't the happiest for a point there, which I can completely understand, to be honest with you. And then, yeah, I've spent the entire morning in a combination of being a bit stressy, in a combination of being, what do we do now? Because we were left on the fence as to whether they'd get crime scene investigating people around to have a look and see who it potentially was. And we also decided to be like, oh, we didn't know for sure yesterday what is in the toolbox, because we had some idea. We knew there was a drill, a couple of saws, various other bits and bobs. So we open it up. And this being the morning after the night before, so we can't exactly go and talk to Susan again and be like, actually, this is what was in the box. What is now in the box is nothing. We've now just got a toolbox with like a spanner in it, which is great, which is really, really fun, because we were like, right, okay, so we'll work out roughly the value of what's in there, and then we can pass that on to policey people, and then they can do what they do. I don't know what they do. I don't know whether they can define how expensive the charges are or all that sort of stuff. Now we just don't have those tools anymore, which is a pain in the arse, because But the important bit is we've still got Nora, absolute badass queen. Look at her. She has a killer's eyes, and you can guarantee she was chomping on some burglar, because she's huge and put up a damn good fight. But yeah, that's why I was planning on doing a stream last night. I don't know whether I got to the stage of listing it or not. I ended up not doing it for the now obvious reasons. It is why I am currently on about 6 hours sleep. So not 6. Sorry, 6 is like standard. I'm not on very many sleeps, and it's why I might be in a little bit of a bad mood in the coming days. I just thought it'd be fair to offer a little bit of an explainer, because things are really, really annoying when folks want to get steely. And if you are someone that burgles folks, don't, because it's a dick move. I'd argue significantly more than a dick move. But yeah. Kayla is currently, I think, having a bit of a snooze on the sofa downstairs, because I don't know if she got that much sleep either. But we have now reinforced the ever-loving piss out of that garage door. We are not getting out of that garage door, never mind someone that wants to get out of that garage door. Nora's moved back in. We've made it a lot more comfy for her. We've given her another duvet, we've given her another blanket, just so she can be nice and chill and calm and stuff. And yeah. But that was my evening yesterday. I was planning on watching things along the lines of Final Word, because I was like, you know what, I like everyone on that show. I like their takes. I like chatting to them. I've not got around to that yet. I will do eventually. If Evie's still here, how was it? Are there any points I need to skip to? Because I know that you were on. Anyone else that watched, let me know. I'll give it a look. But yeah. Nora is an absolute queen. Thank you, guys. Carried the what they could to get away. Yeah, that's what we're thinking happened. But the weird thing is, like, surely you go with the bike. The bike is really, really good to get you away. The bike, if anything, means that you can still carry things and get away. But that was one of the things that they left, which is headache-inducingly stupid. But people do what people do, you know? If they want to be dumb, they can be dumb. I do not mind that in the slightest. Tools can be replaced, pets can't. This is the take on it. Yeah, this is how we looked at it. We were like, don't hugely care about the tools. We've got Nora back, and that's what matters. I can't remember what breed she is. Rabbit breed. I'm gonna have to try and find out what she is now. Fur type. Fur type is short, but she got a. It might be a Russian lop or something like that. But she got a big mane. She got big ears, and would have been absolutely fuming if anything would have happened. I am still absolutely fuming because someone obviously took the time to break into a house, not a house, a garage, and steal a bunch of stuff. And if that is you, fuck you. But I could have been more furious. Um, let's have a quick skim. Do you want me to come on the hunt? I would recommend not doing that. Hunting humans for sport is something that I will not back as a rule of thumb. It's something lop. I can't remember. It's not a dwarf lop because she's absolutely huge. It might be a dwarf lop. It genuinely could be a dwarf lop. Love Italian Mastiff Group, big dogs. Ah, lovely. Good show. I will keep an eye on it. Toolbox hard to carry in a bag for balance reasons. That's a fair point. Yeah, it's not light. She's a badass and clearly will defend herself. She's a legend worth all the tools. Absolutely. The way that we looked at it was, I don't care about anything else. We found Nora. That's what counts. I got a really cute video of her eating something recently as well. Adorable. Russian Loppet. It might be that. It sounds about right. Or an Angora Lop or something like that. But she's not small. She's big. Did you have a rough idea of how much they stole worth-wise? If I were guessing, there was initially Nora, who cost us like £80 at first, but is obviously more than that to us because she's family. There was a drill, a couple of saws, like a hand sander thing, and a bunch of other bits, but I can't remember what off the top of my head. The bunch of other bits will just be like general screws and plugs, all that sort of stuff. But yeah, important bit is got Nora back. Good old Noz. Tough gal. Honestly, I feel like she could beat a fight with the win a fight against the vast majority of people. But I don't know. Violation of privacy keep up at the police. That's the thing. Like, considering it, also, I don't know. Feels like a bit of a toughie to. It's a situation that I just want gone. Is the way that I'll put that. I don't want to have to bother with any more of this situation at any point from you. I think human wants to violate rights to give up theirs. Well, I'm a fan of human rights as a rule of thumb, but yeah. If home insurance or anything to you, they can also get on the police. No, but that is because we're trying to decomplicate things. We are doing what we can to move to not live here, which will be very, very nice for us to be able to do. But I feel like getting home insurance involved at this point runs the risk of like devaluing this house, and that means that moving to next house is more difficult. And Probably around £100 worth of tools. The way that I worked it out was the drill itself was like high 70s. I don't know about the saws and the rest of the stuff, but for some reason they left one spanner. I don't understand. Why are you fuming and just joined? What's happened? Basically, we've got a garage that is detached from our house, and it got very, very broken into. And for a while, they had, we believed, stolen our rabbit, but we found her. And they nicked a bunch of tools and stuff. So, yeah. People, what a bunch of bastards, in the words of the IT crowd. But I think we just have a little bit more of a general chat. I was going to do something Leedsy, depending on mood, but obviously mood is not ideal at the minute. But yeah, not been awful, but probably some cracked one fix. I don't know. Honestly, it'll be something where it's like being sold to a cash converters or something like that. You know. Was the rabbit in the garage? Yes, she lives in there. It's like an outhousey garage, but we've got half of it like very, very like insulated and stuff. Because when we had two rabbits, it was a good place for them, and they could like stay nice and warm whilst they were in there and all that sort of stuff. But now, as one of them, I feel like yeah. Either way, that garage door is not opening now at all. Be right. Suddenly, event away the world doesn't revolve around football. I know, but like I like talking things that distract. You know. Who knows? Definitely checking local reselling is a good idea, not just to check for your tools, but also to steadily replace. Yeah. The good thing is, the garage tools were stuff that we didn't use that often. That's why they were in the garage. Whereas now, we've still got some bits inside the house. That's what counts. We've still got like an impact driver and stuff like that. We've got what we need. Ow. Sorry, got something hurty on my neck. I would like to not hurt. Ow, 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 ow. Cool, got it. And then I got covered in paint because I had to do a lot of cleaning up this morning, and they knocked over like 3 cans of paint. And paint, I would argue, is probably more expensive than tools at the minute. Because the paint's too expensive, you know? Sure, the rabbit can give a witness statement. Oh, imagine if she could. No, if she could speak, she would be very smugly, like, giving tales of her conquest and how she managed to defeat the absolute bastards. She wouldn't be giving any statement that wasn't, I'm a superhero, and you shall all bow to me, because that's who she is, and we respect her. Because, honestly, look at her. 1 second, I'll find her. Look at her. How do you see her as anything but a superhero? What a queen. Oh. Not being awful, best off spending some time with the wife and catching up on some sleep. I don't. That's the thing. I think I'm in a brainy spot where I don't want to do sleep right now. Because sleep is... no. Because a brain go burr is the best way that I can put that. On this one, by the way, I know like the manager of both of the cash converters that are in Blackpool, so I'm gonna say to keep an eye out as the rule of thumb. Do end up in a second-hand shop, you can get compensation from the store who can help trace who took it in. That would be very good as well. Yeah, let's keep an eye on that. We burgled 3 times before I was 10. Horrible feeling. 3 times? Jesus. Sorry, I've just been pinged a message by someone that works at B&Q asking if they want a garage alarm kit picking up. Should be okay. There is now literally no way for anyone to get that garage door open. There we go. Heads up, no, it should be almost certain. Yeah, that's what we're paying big attention to right now. Like, we kept Arlo round at our, well, at the in-laws' house last night, because it was like, okay, someone's tried for a rabbit. I know for a fact that lots and lots of people want Dachshunds, which means Dachshunds can be quite expensive at the moment. Which means that even though he's part Chihuahua, if anyone is feeling steely and has an eye on him, yeah, being very, very careful with that. And we shifted him over to the in-laws last night whilst we were a little bit not sure on secureness. But now we are very much more secure on secureness, so we'll be okay. Paint stupid expensive. We're about to redecorate the house, so I fully get that. Yeah, thankfully it wasn't the magnolia one, because magnolia is the most generic of the paint colors. And we had a very, very, very big pot of that. And if that would have gone wrong, oh dear. 24-hour iRacing stream. No, not for me right now. I would simply crash lots and ruin my iRating and safety rating, which would be bad and make things significantly worse. Imagine. No. I think Nora likes Patrick Bamford a bit too much. Maybe she got banned from the garage. Every situation needs a Susan. Absolutely. Everyone at every time needs a Susan. Susan is our queen. And we respect Susan. Alex, however, what a man. Alex the policeman. Is the kind of person that would have liked the stream. If you've not done that yet, go and do that. That'd be appreciated. But Alex the policeman was, and I'm not even kidding right now, on his last shift as a response policeman until he moved into a different department. His very last shift is a burglary where he got everything back to everyone that he was able to. Obviously, like all the tools inside the toolbox, nothing that you can do about that. But absolutely smashed it as a final shift in that particular job. What a boy. Big fan of Alex. She's even wearing a mask. Yes. Nora is the hero that we need right now. The hero that society needs right now. At the end of the day, whoa. I live near allotments and they got broken into, and we have foxes, but these like massive Birmingham bastard foxes, and one guy got attacked by a Brummy fox. Jesus. That's dark. Don't know what you're saying, my friend. Alex will be a detective as soon as he found the stuff. He will. On this, I'm not bothered with drama and stuff. As I mentioned, if he wants to ban people from his chat, he can ban people from his chat, and that's his choice. There's more important things. It's completely fine. Why have I got Furious in the title? Because someone broke into my garage and attempted to steal my pet rabbit and has successfully stolen a bunch of tools and things like that. Which is irritating. But it's fine enough. Because we got Nora back. We got the toolbox back. We didn't get the tools back. But you can replace tools. You can't replace pets. Well, you can. But it's not easy to. And especially when you've got that lovely little emotional connection with them. Because she is the stupidest rabbit. But she is also, as we now know, the fiercest rabbit. And I'm proud of her. It's okay. It's all good. Things happen. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to pop us over to one of our favourite places. We've had story time. We're going to nip over to Questions Corner. Because you might as well. Because it's a weird story. And if anyone has any questions or anything, chuck them at me, and we'll talk them through. I'll stick around for another few minutes, and then I'll end the stream there and get some lunch and stuff, because I'm very hungry. And very headache, bad vibe. For some reason, Twitch is not being nice to me right now. Because I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. Hello, Twitch and YouTube. But I'm not getting any data back from Twitch, which is always a worry, and definitely a sign that things are going really, 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 really well. Okay. No question, but stay strong. Keep being you. Ah, thank you. Yeah, feeling fine at this point. Well, not fine. Still deeply fucked off. But feeling like we've done everything that we can at the minute. So that's okay. Alex should be our manager. He'd be able to beat a low block. Oh, there's a joke here. No, he wouldn't, but he'd stop other teams from stealing a point. That'll do. That's the one I'm going to go with. And it's absolutely terrible as jokes go. But you know what will happen? It'll do. I think YouTube might be spamming people with ads more than I want it to, so I'm just going to change that colossally. What's your favorite kind of show / movie? That is a big change of topic and very vague and open. Like a bit of sci-fi. Fantasy's good stuff. Sometimes sitcoms, but they need to be really well-written sitcoms. Is the way I think I'd put that. That was terrible, but you got a sympathy chuckle. Ah, thank you. I'll take a sympathy chuckle. It's better than no chuckle at all. Oh, on that, if you have any, if you are able to test the thing that we sorted yesterday, let me know, because I can do any fixing if it is needed. That's really, really vague on purpose, because it's stuff that people don't necessarily need to know about. But yeah, I'm not going to details it. Have you seen Godfather? No. Well, seen a bit of The Godfather. Didn't hugely enjoy it. It felt like a film that is, It's in that category of films that came out a decent long while ago, are ridiculously highly rated, and fair enough, probably very good. But this is the but. It's a 3-hour film by a director whose other stuff I don't like very much. And my worry is, even though it's very probably a very good film, if I don't vibe with it, I'm gonna feel very like, because sure, probably very good, but I've been burdened by too many films that I've tried to watch and go, oh, this is really, really good, and then it turns out to be very, very, very sort of mid. It's like an equivalent, I would say, is Friends, you know? It's like everyone that was around when Friends came out at first was like, Friends is brilliant, and now I grew up with the TV shows that were able to take what Friends did and then build on it and like use the formula that was good and innovative at the time and innovate based on that. So if you're someone that didn't watch Friends until Friends was done, you're looking at it and comparing it to stuff that perfected a formula. Whereas if you watched it at the time, you watched the original formula, and then you watch the things that built on top of it. So the original formula you have great memories of, but stupid, annoying, yes. What did I miss? And what's happening? What you missed is basically someone did a burglary in my garage, which was fun. Took a bunch of tools and stuff. We thought had stolen a rabbit. Eventually had not. Because we were able to find her. But yeah. Stressing at the situation, very, very, very mad at the fact that there are people that would create such a situation. Because do better. Yeah, that's the vibe at the minute. That's where we're at. Doing a thing with Bob shortly, so surely if anything is wrong, yell in a nice and grateful way. That's all good. Not a problem. And you can yell in angry ways if I've broken things. That's completely fine. Watched it last night for the first time. It was good but hilarious. Watch which for the first time? Because we've discussed a couple of things. Godfather. If you could invite 3 ex-Leeds managers for dinner, who would they be and why? Oh. Bielsa. Obvious. Because apparently he can speak a level of English, but not the best level of English. It's not deliberately aggressive typey. It's aggressive typey in someone's general direction. Said someone who will potentially also be seeing this. Ignore that, and you will know why. I've lost where I was. Okay, Bielsa, because he can speak a level of English, so it would be fine. He just didn't to the press because he knew that he'd be misinterpreted. Now confused if you mean me. I do not, but it is you adjacent. One sec. Cool. It is a really good question. I'm trying to think of the others. Sorry, yeah, let's stay positive. Yeah, shit happens, and eventually you get through it. Be fine. Oh. Anyway, other Leeds managers be tempted by Grayson, but I want to go with I'll go Grayson. I don't want to go like I'll go on a theme. I'll go Bielsa, I'll go Grayson, I'll go Farker, and the theme being managers that got Leeds to the playoffs one season and then got automatic promotion the next. It works. It works. It's you see, it adds up. Brilliance. And then work out what the common themes are, and from that, why we hired Jesse Marsh. Thought the girlfriend was making a bike out of lasagna. She didn't believe me till I rode past her. Ha! Oh, I hate that. I genuinely really like that. I hate how much I like that. I'm gonna steal that. Cool. There we go. Don and Bielsa would be interesting. I think so. Yeah, I think weirdly, I think that devolves into an argument faster than we expect. I think that turns into Don liking his results and yes, played nice football, but was very sort of hard hitting a lot of the time. And then you counter that with like the side that is like beautiful, flowing football, all that sort of stuff, is where I think you get a clash there rather than agreement, which I think could be a very interesting conversation to watch. Passionate discussion. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. It would be a in-depth debate with potentially physical aspects, considering one of them has a tendency of grenade use, which I think could be fun. Wilco as well. Yeah, I think. Ooh. Did he play off 1 year? No, I'm going playoffs into promotion, and I'm just assuming that Farker will do promotion. And if this is before the end of this season, then it's like then you got Daniel Farker able to like ask the questions. Would be also be on a bucket at the table. No, the man can have a chair. Add Clough into the mix for fun. Oh God, yeah. Because with Bielsa Clough, you've got two people that don't do man management the right way. Well, that don't man manage, but very, very different results on both of the sides. Anyway, let's hop back into Questions Corner and have a bit of a chat about anything that you guys can think of. Because I'm currently at Distracts My Brain o'clock. All you young guys would not understand what the dome was all about. I mean, this is fair, but you have to remember, I was born in 1998. I'm sure you can understand why I don't quite understand all that. I'm sure you can understand why I'm a little bit like Presley. Don't do this. No, we're not. Stop it. Stop. And on this, did you not notice this by the fact that I can't grow a beard? Well, I can't grow here, so it just turns into here, and then at that point, I have a choice of mustache or magician, neither of which is a good look, especially for me. Also, I apologize for looking very, very scraggly today because we were housing the rabbit in the bath until like 15 minutes before I hopped on stream. Yeah, I've not had a chance to have a shower. Sorry, guys. I'm pretty sure in a Doctor Strange. I'll take Mr. Weird. That'll do. Yeah, it's not Doctor Strange. I'll take Mr. Weird. That'll work. Joe, please don't lose another game. You have to let the bump off. Absolutely no. No. And I could explain in detail why, but the only way I can put it is I've got several meetings with some quite important big people soon that I know that the majority of the time I probably mess up. Therefore, I choose to not mess those up by keeping a little bit more of an eye on the old bomb fluff. One sec, just need to accept some invites to things on Teams. That'll do. Tokyo versus Sagan Tosu. Wonderbar. Doesn't really work when you say Wonderbar rather than Wunderbar, does it? Oh, Jesus. That's on the earlier side. That's very much on the earlier side. Could not have done that myself. Not got much stubble anyway. I know, but eventually it comes through. But only here, and here. So why? I just. Dear genetics. It's not even genetics. My brother can grow a beard. My dad can grow a beard. My granddad could grow a beard. And I can't. So, dear stupid face, I just want to try one, just once. I want to give it a go. That'd be nice. Coffee's needed for me right now, so goodness knows how you're staying awake. The power of medication, specifically the power of ADHD medications, technically being a form of microdosing meth. It feels like cheating. I'll be honest with you. But that'll do. I can't grow a beard either. I think there's a gap there. Hero of spite. What do you mean, hero of spite? Why are you hero of spite? That's not fun. I think you look good with a handlebar mustache. That's the thing. I don't think I could get to handlebar. I think I could get to like little own brand Mexican cartel man. And that's as far as it goes. Is the wake out of spite rather than due to the meds? That there is that. Yeah. Maybe this is a good thing, right? Because I looked at the work shifts I've got this weekend. Oh boy, are they some work shifts this weekend. So on Saturday morning, my shift starts at 5:42 and it goes until about noon. And then on Sunday morning, oh boy, I am very, very glad that there is a wrestling pay-per-view on. My shift starts at no, it doesn't. My shift starts at 1 minute to 1 a.m. Before ending at 9:30. So that's going to be fun. And then I have a second shift later that day. But they're events I like, so we roll with it. Talking beers, mine grows like Santa's. I'm jealous of that. Why can't I see baby? That's because baby Zebra's over in the Twitch chat rather than this chat. Do you know Adidas supply kits for other top teams? They have long sleeve shirts. We don't. Why? In all likelihood, because of the nature of the contract we've got with them. Because the contract that we'll have with them will state that we are eligible for X, Y, and Z depending on stuff like the league we're in, the sales we're making. And whilst the sales we're making are good, the league we're in isn't. And we'd be making more sales in that case, so it would be more financially viable for them. Codeine phosphate meds, great painkillers, but not the shit out of you. That feels like a bad idea. It is weird start times, and it is awfully specific. The reason for that is because, like, we have the broadcasts that start at, like, for example, 5:45. We got to be there like 3 minutes early just to make sure that things work out. Joe versus Bogler, Hell in a Cell, Bad Blood. I would back Nora in a Hell in a Cell match over me. I think I choose Nora as the house's champion to take on the Bugler, and then that'll work out. Those clubs that do have long sleeve shirts, the price of them's lower than we pay for short sleeve shirts. Economies of scale would be my guess, but it's hard to say. What is going on in the Twitch chat? I don't understand. They're having a little bit of a crisis, but that's kind of normal for Twitch chat. It's a fun party over there, as far as I've been able to tell. But yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the stream to a close fairly shortly. We're going to hop back over to Questions Corner for a little bit. And we'll take the next 3 questions, and then I'll call the stream there, because I could do with a chillax. Maybe watch the end of Countdown. I don't know. I'm quite good at Countdown. Hold on. I kind of want to try a Countdown numbers game. The people with epilepsy have a Twitch channel. Jesus Christ. Right, cool. We're going to do a game of Countdown. 2 from the top, and then 4 small. That's not a nice set of numbers, is it? $875. Okay, that feels like that should be a piece of piss. Yep, it is. Okay, cool. 75, add the 10, that's 85. 7 plus 3 is another 10. 85 multiplied by that 10 is 850. Add your 25, and you got 5 left over. Cool. I want to watch Countdown again. What exactly do you do for a living? You did explain, but I couldn't comprehend. Right, okay, so the way I'd explain it is, and we'll call this one of the Questions Corner questions. We'll call this one another one of them. I'll say some of them do. Basically, you know how the chat over here, or down there, it depends on how you're watching it, the live chat is on YouTube and Twitch. Basically, I work for a sports broadcaster who were like, what we should do is we should put a chat on our events, and I help them to make that chat more engaging and stuff like that, because I am, as stated, reportedly Gen Z, which is good. But because like online engagement-y stuff is what I'm quite good at, and you guys genuinely helped me to get this job, because when I applied for it, I was like, look, I can do a YouTube, I can make people engage with stuff, trust me, and it worked out. On this one, as I have mentioned, I may be literally Gen Z, but I am culturally a millennial, so fuck you. You used to change the countdown numbers game, see how many ways we could get the numbers, not if we could. You smart ass. What ball knowledge has Crystal dropped that surprised / impressed you? I will say none of it. And that might come across in a rude way, but it isn't. Also, on this one, I would hope so, because you are engaging in the chat. I don't mean this in a rude way. I mean that she is literally hired by a sports broadcasting company to cover sporting events, and that includes a lot of football. So it has not surprised / impressed me, because I see this like daily. Good at what she does. He's not Gen Z, he's just a very naughty boy. I'm not Gen Z, I'm not. He is. Going full Monty Python. Anyway, with that, I believe I might be leaving that stream there, because oh boy, I could do with a rest. So, hope you enjoyed. If you did, pop a like on it. That's always really appreciated, especially for streams like this that are a little bit more chatty without a specific topic, and that's purely because YouTube really struggles to like recommend things. So if you could pop a like on it, that'd be really appreciated. We're very close to having 50 on this particular stream, and that'd be really, really lovely. If you're not yet, I'd massively appreciate you subscribing as well. That'd be massively appreciated. It helps the channel out. And over the past month, for an idea of how hard things are to not be in the transfer window, I have gained, over the past 28 days, 1 subscriber. Yeah. So that's fun. And if you fancy it, you could even become a channel member. It's 99p for a month, and you get a bunch of videos and stuff early. Gonna do a few more things as well, which should be quite fun. And yeah, that'll help to sort of rebuild our tool cabinet. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later. Don't go robbing people.